Where have we gone? What's happened to the camera? Let's get back on again. Hey guys, Sunstreaker Wozza here. Welcome back to another Thursday stream. Yes, as always, covering hot topics on Transformers, Earth Wars. Apologies for the false start. Don't know what happened there. Messed with my camera. Came on, sorted. So yeah, in today's stream. So obviously celebrating 40 years of Transformers. So a lot of the stream today is just celebrating that, doing some giveaways, talking about the event coming up. Big celebration from Space Ape, and Dale sort of made a joke to me and said, listen, if you, at the end of this you say this is rubbish, and I said, no, my feedback is better late than never. I will say that much. You know, it is a bit late, but better than never. So yeah, talking a bit about that, talking a bit about what's happening in the game, what's happening behind the scenes in playtest, as always. Talk about a leaderboard event, obviously last week, my thoughts on that. And that's pretty much it. There's not a lot happening really behind the scenes other than the celebration. So a lot of talk about that today, guys. Apologies, I am a bit ill. I was tempted to not stream tonight, but I felt like I can't not stream on Transformers 40th anniversary. I can't not. But I've got a bit of a cold, so I am a bit... Yeah. So apologies, but we are here regardless. So yes. So kicking off. So talking about like real life. Something big happened to me last week in a way, and I've wanted this for quite a while. And I've put it off. I thought, I don't know, like, do I really need it? Not really. So why bother? But it's always niggled the back of my head, thinking like, you should. And I'm like, I don't know. But last week, finally pulled the trigger. I was like, you know what? Sack it. You know what? Why not? It makes sense. Let's do it. So, I actually got myself an MP Sunstreaker. Now, not the proper MP Sunstreaker. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to try and blag some people, because some people will look and go, Wozza, that ain't an MP. But, I looked at some reviews online, and obviously the difference between the two in terms of price was like $300 or like $40. So it was a big difference between the official, obviously, MP models and the sort of knockoff ones that you sort of get. But, you know what? I'm not going to do like a full review. I've not even transformed it yet. I don't want to. I wanted to keep it like this. I'm just sort of in awe. But I'm really impressed. I'm really happy with it. I really am. I've always wanted an MP Sunstreaker. And I thought, I'm just sort of doing it through vanity, really, though. I don't collect MP models. Obviously, I've got a few combiner wars and things like that, but I just thought it makes sense. You know, Sunstreaker Wozza, getting an MP Sunstreaker make sense. And honestly, I'm really pleased with it. You know, I mean, the difference between like from what I've heard is that the sort of the doors, you look at the doors that sort of like just sort of like move slightly, but you probably can't even see it on the camera. Like, it's very slight things. It's almost like the doors are off, but my doors aren't off. They look alright. They top up the paint, but the paint looks fine. I mean, I'm sure there's some collectors out there who will get the actual MP proper model and get this and put them side by side and go, oh, well, this is slightly out and this. And I'm really happy with it. Honestly, I mean, like, I love the fact that the lights can change. I can get it back out again now. I just put them away a minute ago. Just messing with it. So, I love the fact that the lights can change. So I'll put one on one there. You sort of see that we've got one light's got like a cover over it, and then the red lights. I like the red lights. It's a bit more realistic. I mean, if we're honest, Transformers supposed to be, you know, hidden, aren't they? Supposed to be realistic. So I thought, yeah, having the sort of red lights look a bit more like a proper Lambo. I like the fact that the lights can flip up at the front, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. You know, I mean, it would be really cool if the doors open, you could see inside, and there'd be seats there, but you can't have everything, I suppose, because obviously then you won't be able to get Transformers, I presume. So, but and now I can get the door back in. There we go. But no, honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. So if you sat there thinking, you know, there's certain Transformers that I like, certain MP models, but they're too expensive, and you can get these sort of cheaper ones off like AliExpress, places like that, then I'd go and pull the trigger, guys. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Looking at it from the Sunstreaker, I'm not disappointed. I'm really happy with it. Honestly, I was really excited when it came today, and like I said, I put this off for maybe a year, since sort of toyed the idea of getting one. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty impressed. Let me know in the chat if you actually collect MP models. Have you got an MP Sunstreaker? What's your, you know, have you got the actual proper MP one? Let me know in the chat if you collect them or not. What have you got? What's your favourite one? What's your take on the cheap models compared to the more expensive ones? Yeah, let me know in the chat. I have interest, but I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm pretty happy. Pretty cool. I think he will go on my PC eventually. I've also got Computron at the minute, or the Technobots even. Celebrate getting Lightspeed. But I think he'll go in there eventually. But I need to obviously, I like to colour coordinate it all, so he'll go in there eventually. But yeah. At least Tractor Spot, at least his arm didn't fall off like my Superior did. Ouch. Cool. Lord Soundwomp has put mainly go for the MPM, but I've got a few G1 MPs. But I do like my 3P figures that have an artistic liberty taken. You have to confuse me. I don't even know the difference between. I know obviously the MPs But MPM, I presume that's the cheap models. And then 3P figures. I don't have a clue what the three differences are there. I'm not going to lie. I'm not that into them. But I'm into this. Cool. Right, okay, that's what we'll do. We'll go, we'll say some hellos. And then we'll get into the newsletter, bits like that, answer some questions. But let's see what we've got in the chat first. So, we've got Erod's in first, we've got Daddy Pig, and we've got Grind Time in his alt account, and then Grind Time in his main account. Is someone trying to get 2 codes Grind Time? We've got Shadow Evolver, which is like a new person to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. We've got Blade 19, another of our members as well. We've got Candyman, one of our members as well. Long-serving member. You can sort of see from the graphic there how long these people have been members for. So obviously Grind Time has been a huge member for 3 years. But still members that have been, members for over a year is still a great achievement. So big thank you. We've got Lou Mago. We've got Jamie Carpenter, one of my members. Good to see you, buddy. We've got David Lee. We've got Vic Ching, a buddy from Manchester. We've got Shani, my commander. We've got Fox the Bomb. We've got Carnage Mac. Alright. We've got Chris Harmon. Welcome back. We've got Hellraiser. I think you say Hellraiser's been admitted to playtest. Hopefully. If so, well done. We've got Nate Williams. We've got Dino1235. I think you're new to the stream as well. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. We've got Diesel and all of our members as well. Good afternoon. Well, it's good night for me. We've got Calvi. We've got obviously Lord Sound Warp. We've got, who else have we got? And yeah, congrats to Blade 19 last week, who won in the giveaway and won some 5-star shoutouts. Well done. We're giving some more away today. We've got Steve Pierce. We've got, who else have we got? Hamd Bernger. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Obviously, Traxpen Lancaster as always. Who else have we got? Who else have we got? We've got Cuddy Fox as well. We've got Omar Santana. Welcome back. We've got ZB22. We've got Bartosh. Rippon, Griff, Joseph Prime, and Saurin Spider God. That's a crazy name. But hello, welcome to the stream. So yeah, some new faces. So stay tuned because we are going to be doing some giveaways later. To some new players, to some experienced players, some people that are in the stream that have been here quite a while. Some people haven't. So literally going to do some giveaways later. So stay tuned, guys. I'm trying to pump myself full of fluids, just to get over this bit of flu that I've got. Ugh. And I've done it to myself again. I've been working this morning at 6 AM on little sleep. So literally I had like 3 hours sleep last night and I've been up. A bit of a nap, I'm not going to lie, earlier. Needed it. But, ugh, we're here. Okay, cool. Right. So a couple of questions that I did notice. If you've got any questions, then put them in the chat. I know there's some new players that join my streams sort of every week. I say new players. I presume they are. They're new names in the chat. You might not be a new player, but you might be. But listen, guys, don't be scared of putting some questions in the chat. I will do my best to answer them if I get to them first. I mean, to be fair, my chat are pretty experienced players, a lot of them. So if you've got any questions, then stick it in the chat. And if I don't get to it, they definitely will. But don't be scared to ask questions. You know, I always say this to my staff at work. You know, I'm a manager of like a restaurant, so bar. And I say that, and people think I have like 5 staff. I have like 50. To give you an idea. And I always say to them, like, you know, ask as many questions as you can. Get that knowledge in, so you know what you're talking about and you're better at your job. So to you guys, if you want to get better at this game, ask some questions in the chat. Listen, we've all been at whatever stage you are at. It might have been 8 years ago when I was at that stage, but I've been at that stage. So don't be scared to ask questions. You know, we'll always try our best to answer and try and help you through the game. You know, this game, if it wants to, you know, succeed and progress, it needs new players coming in, wanting to get through the HQ levels and get those bots leveled. And you want to go to do that by asking questions and getting the most out of the game. And that's why I started this channel, to sort of help players get better at the game, enjoy the game more, be more efficient with it, spend less money than you need to get further in the game, and just generally just enjoy the game more. So that's what all this channel is all about. So if you've got any questions, don't be scared to put it in the chat. And with that, Stephen Gomez, one of our members, has said, Wozza, I got 5, 4, and 3-star Nightstick. So in my opinion, the best combat in the game. If you ask most players, Nightstick, one of the best combats in the game. And I get this a lot. You know, he's said, what bot and star level would you slap them on? So there's no right and wrong answer. The 3-star is still very, very good. The 3-star Nightstick is better than most 4 stars. The 4-star Nightstick is better than most 5 stars. 5-star Nightstick blows everyone else out of the water. Now, there's no right and wrong answer on who to equip him on, because the best one, the best combat in the game, it's got to obviously got to be a gunner or an aerial class bot. But I would literally just say, put Nightstick on the bot that you use the most. So if you're really into your wars and you have a certain war team, try and get at least a 5 and 4-star into that war team. The acid, although not as relevant, is still relevant, but the healing is still really relevant, so that's a really good factor. I depend more on the healing and the acid nowadays, but that healing is really important. So you can get 2 of them in your war team, brilliant. If you're not a war person, stick it in whatever bot you use to sort of level, or whatever bot you are leveling, just so you can get through the base better, because it self-heals. So, Nightstick, there's no set thing where Nightstick has got to go on this bot, but I would say put Nightstick on the bot that you use the most, or are using the most right now. That's what I would say. What else? Sometimes put not trying to get 2 codes, trying to remember to switch accounts. Yeah. Okay. What else? You need a Red Bull, was it? You know, Vic, that's funny actually, Vic Jing. That's funny you say that, because you know what? Red Bull is kind of like my go-to energy drink when I'm ill. Weirdly enough, I don't really like Red Bull that much. I prefer like Monsters. But when I'm ill, for some reason, I like that medicine taste of Red Bull. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah. Grind time. Yeah, he'll answer any question. Any. Like, you could ask, how much do you weigh? I actually got asked that once, which was like ridiculous. And he would answer really. I actually don't even know how much I weigh. If I'm honest with you, I don't weigh myself. I don't bother. Big played. I'll ask then. Honestly, don't even know. I think it's a ridiculous thing to ask someone on a stream, though. It's mental. But Grind Time, I know it's coming from a good place, don't get me wrong. Grind Time's my good friend, for those that are new to the stream. It's just that literally once I said in the chat, ask any questions you want, guys. Meaning, like, towards the game, and even RL, but who asked that? Big Blade, yo, Wozza, do you believe without blue streak or smoke screen, Soundwave with SA11 is a big problem on defense? No, not at all. Very easy to combat because he's a special bot and he can get stunned very easily. And it's just a matter of time with Soundwave and getting through him. For top players, when I see Soundwave, I'm like, oh, brilliant, because there's a lot harder outpost bots out there that cause a lot of problems. But I get maybe lower players, the time it takes to get through those minions and Soundwave as well might be a problem. But I don't think it's a big problem at all. I'm not. There's a lot worse bots that have problems in the game than him. What else? See, Dark Lance's put it's Beachcombers causing the problems. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. David Lee's put his Fracas Nightstick on Runnerwork, Red Alert. Yeah, again, if that suits you, there's no right and wrong answer. I don't think anyone's going to put anything in the chat and go, I put Nightstick on this bot. I'm going to go, no, you can't do that. Yeah, whatever suits you, really. Yeah, Big Blaze put my biggest problem with Soundwave is the ridiculous attack and health of his minions. Wait to go up against pipes. I mean, that is a nightmare. Cuddy Fox uses Beast Wars Silverbolt. See, that's another thing as well. So Beast Wars Silverbolt is really good at lower levels in the game, but not so much at the end game. I'm waiting to see what the 5-star does when that comes out. And that's not like a, you know, like, oh my god, was I saying the 5-star is coming out? No, I'm not saying that, guys. All I'm saying that eventually the 5-star will come out because they've got to do every single bot in the game, and we're sort of getting to that point. I think I said today that we're running like a year and a half off every single bot having a 5-star version. Like, the big question is, what then? That's the big question. I sort of covered that in a video and asked that question. So yeah, when I say that, doesn't mean it's coming to the game like next week or whatever, or it's in playtest. But when it does, when Beast Wars Silverbolt comes to the game, it's going to be interesting how effective he is at higher levels. And I still think he needs a bit of balancing around that. I think that at Prime League level, which is the top level of the game, he needs to do what the 4-star does in Cybertron. And that's a disparity between the two, what needs to happen. If he can do that, then he'd be really good. If he can't, then there'll be no point in getting the 5-star other than being a combiner piece, sadly. So we'll see. What else? Yeah, hamburger on Cyclonus. Yeah, if that's what suits you, then yeah. Down on support Dale hinted next 5-star batch, maybe another catch-up batch. Well, I think there'll always be catch-up batches, but we're pretty much up to date now. I mean, the next batch will have Metal Hawk in it, and we'll have, I think, 1 or 2 endurance bots, but you won't have Lightspeed in it, without a doubt. I don't think you'll have Tasmanian Kid. Maybe at a push. You might have Tasmanian Kid and Metal Hawk. Maybe at a push. But that's about it. So you might have 3 in it. I don't think we get 5-1 like this time. It's a bit silly. But they should have foresaw this ages ago. But Jesus put realistic is there has to be a lot of people about Blaster and some of us 5-star. Yeah, we'll talk about that when we talk about the event. But yeah. Yeah, Cuddy Fox put Metal Hawk's not in the crystals yet. No, I mean, I'm talking about 5-star batches I'm talking about. But yeah. Pump those fluids in. Okay, cool. Let's go into the newsletter because there's loads to go for this week. And we'll have a look at that, guys. So, Bar Week, Grana Week, Ninibong. This weekend's event is called Sounds of Battle, which obviously makes sense when we go through the celebration. So, Space Able or Dale has said, we've tried to keep everything a secret in this newsletter. We're not going to say it anymore, but you are, obviously, because it's a newsletter. We apologise, the newsletter is a little late than usual. We wanted to make sure we took extra care, ensuring all the information presented is correct. So I understand this take, but my problem is that, as always, sort of approached it the wrong way. If they knew they were going to do this big event, they didn't need to tell the detail, but they need to say, like, you know, listen, guys, we've obviously not forgot about the anniversary. Why would we? But it's going to be a bit late because we've got some things we need to plan and get in place for it. And it's time dependent. So as soon as all are sorted, we're going to celebrate next week. Fine, no problem. But they've not. They've sort of stayed quiet, not said anything, then go surprise. But everyone was like, what's happening for the 40th anniversary? Why? I can't believe you're not celebrating it. Me included, going, what the hell's going on? So I know that Dale said in the past that sometimes he's jumped in with a bit too much information too early. And it's maybe not been a good thing. But then there's sometimes you need to jump in with a bit of information very quickly. Like this, really, to put people at rest. But, anyway. So, the weekend event is Lions Totalizer. So, it's a Lions event. It is 500k. And you can get 100 cassette canisters. Each contain a 3-star or 4-star minion combat. Just remember that's a minion combat. I think they've done that because obviously Soundwave has minions. They think it makes sense. So I'm not against that. It's alright. It's not too bad. 1,500 5-star shards and combat shards. So 1,500 of each. That's really good. You know, and then you've got a chance at a 4-star combat. So if you've got 100 cassette canisters and you complete the event, by the maths, you're probably going to get around 10 4-star combats. That's really good, guys. No, these combats are really hard to achieve. And when I was sort of asking lower players or mid-level players, when I say lower, I don't think that's like, you know, me sort of calling people, sort of poor players or anything like that. I'm just saying lower level than sort of me. Low level means like, HQ 12, 14 maybe, for me anyway. So low level players, really, really good. They've all said like it's really, really hard to get combats. That was their main complaint. And for me, I was like, really? Like, I find it quite easy because I'm a spender because, I'm quite helping the game. And I find it quite easy to get 4-star combats. So, yeah, really, really good that we're getting some 4-star combats for some low-level players. Cool. Some 5-star shards and combat shards are always good. Prime Core shards as well in the event. So I've always said this, that I don't mind the Prime Core events, but it's like an event just around Prime Core shards. Put them into events like this, big event, and put the Prime Core shards in. Try and get people, to play this event by going, listen, there's loads in this event. Really cool. 10k Shanix as well. Everyone wants Shanix for resources. And then 300k Spark and 300k Combat Spark. So, absolutely amazing event. I can't fault them. It's a really, really good event. But then, they've acted just gone and, like, tippered it over the edge by saying that if you complete the event 500k, you actually get a 5-star blaster and soundwave. And that's like unheard of. Absolutely unheard of. They do get like a 5-star away, but to get, but some people pull that 5-star and get a really rubbish one they don't really need. Some people pull it and get an amazing one. But this one is a guaranteed blaster and soundwave, so you know what you're getting. Now, I had a chat with Dale about this, and I said, my issue as a, first world problems being a top level player is I've already got Blaster and Soundwave, and a Duke gives you 500 shards. That's pretty cruddy. It means that I'm getting like 2,000 shards out of this event rather than 1,500. It is what it is. Quite stuck on it. It's like, well, that's the way it's always been, sadly, so I kind of get it. But I me and Freeze were sort of talking about this, and I sort of said to Freeze, I said, in front of Dale, I sort of said, yeah, but how would you feel if you were guaranteed a 4-star, and instead of the 4-star, you got 184-star shards? Because 4-stars feed into 5-stars, but 5-stars don't feed into 6-stars. There's no such thing. So to get 500 5-star shards for a 5-star dupe, it's a bit cruddy. I say it should be 2k at least, personally. But not happening. But it's really good. And I know people are a bit annoyed by this, saying like, oh my god, a 5-star blaster, like, I chased this years ago and blah, 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 whatever. But you got to remember, guys, that, we're trying to encourage new players to play the game. And I sort of said it to a player in one of the chats. I think it was a new player chat, maybe. Or was it? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was a Cyberstore chat. And I sort of said to someone, I said, you maybe sat there right now saying that you're really frustrated that newer players are getting stuff cheaper than you and more available than you. Well, you know what? Trust me, you are getting more things available than what I had. And I say that I remember spending like $200 on trying to get 4-star Sea Spray. I remember that. And I remember pulling a 4-star Silver Ball because the 4-star bot was not guaranteed in them bundles. You just got a 4-star. So you could go and buy a Optimus Prime bundle and buy 100 crystals and you might get a 4-star, I don't know, Bumblebee when you try and chase Optimus. And so it was so much harder back in the day. It was ridiculously hard. Events were like double XP. Triple XP weekend was like, wow, for like a big event. So, there was no endurance event. It was all leaderboards. It was leaderboard and chance event and 10k events pretty much. It was so much harder back then. We were attacking in zone 13. That was the highest zone you could. So 10k was so hard to get because you were getting a lot less points per battle. And you couldn't really solo back then because there's no combiners that could solo. You had to level. Cup Lagooning wasn't even a thing. I'm going back years now. But as the game progresses, things will get easier, especially older content. Now, I did say to Dale, that's all well and good, but I do think there are some things that have decreased in cost over time, which is brilliant. But then there's some things that haven't that should, like Omega Supreme. Now, Dale's reply was, yeah, but 5-star shards are more achievable. I was like, yeah, but it doesn't matter. It should still go down in price like other things do. If everything depreciates, which it should, I agree with that, but then everything should depreciate. And I like the way that they're doing these crystals where you can go and buy a bot from the early bundles. I like that, and they should do that for the first 3 months. They should do, for 3 months, batch 1. You can go and buy this bot for batch 1. It's $100. It's not cheap. You know, let them go and do that. And, you know, things will go cheaper. And I'm all for that because it encourages newer players to spend and newer players to play the game more. And that's the life. That's the life of the game. That's the life cycle. Older content will become more available over time. And as it should, honestly, guys. So, just before you start sort of ranting and raving, thinking it's not fair, and sort of, you know, digging your heels in and banging your fists, just think about the newer players coming to the game. How are they going to get to our level quicker? Because we want more players play at the top level of the game. Yes, they're probably going to have to spend to get there. They're going to have to grind to get there. Listen, I'm all for that. Let's not just give it them, you know, in that sense. But we do need to give them a bit of a helping hand with these things. Because we've all said that, you know, the grind to get 5 stars and get them leveled is so hard. The grind to get to HQ18 takes so long. Don't look because you've been kind of, you know, had to put up with that and go through that slog so long. Don't think, well, everyone else should. Look at it on the other side of thinking, I don't want everyone going through what I went through. I want people to get there easier. How can I make it easier for everyone else so they haven't got to go through that slog that I went through? And that's the way I look at it. How can I make it better for the newer players coming through? So, giving them a 5-star blaster and Soundwave, I'm all for it. All for it. Really, really, really good. Really good. So obviously the cassettes all gain all the minion combats, which I've obviously listed there. I won't go through them, but they have all the minion combats. No battle zones apply. So, game updates and information. So, I thought last week was the 40th anniversary event. No. Well, it should have been, but it wasn't. But what they said is the reason is because John Bailey, who does the voice of Soundwave in the new film, he's going to be on the stream in a few weeks' time. They do say below what date it is. I can't remember. It's like middle of October. The next stream, he's going to be there for the hour. So I've said to Dale that, listen, if you've got any questions to ask John Bailey, stick it in my server and just tag me. Now, please try and be original, because this is also on the Transformers Earth Wars Discord. I think that Freezus is doing the same. And you've got to think that if you ask, going like, you know, how did you get to do the voice of Soundwave? I mean, if you know your stuff, you know that he did the voice of Optimus Prime in the Combiner Wars. And a lot more than that, but you know he did some things before. And so, he's a familiar face in Transformers, so chances are they probably knew he was already. And that's why they brought him in, because a familiar face, fans know him. They'll be a bit more, you know, open to having someone like that in the film. So, be a bit creative with your questions. Don't ask him about your ways. Don't ask him that. But, yeah, be a bit creative. Be a bit original with your questions. You know. And I'll try and pick some of the best ones, the most original ones out. Nothing too crazy, nothing too stupid, but just try and be original with it. You know, try and think like, you know, what's everyone else going to ask him? What question can I ask that it's probably not been asked before? And I find they're the best questions. You know. But yes, some of the things that he's done the voice for was obviously Combiner Wars, Optimus Prime, Soundwave in the Bumblebee film, Optimus Prime, Brawn, Megatron, Shockwave, Soundwave, Starscream in Tactical Arena. Is that a game, I presume? Beyond Reality, Optimus Prime, then obviously Transformers 1. So yeah, he's done loads of voices around Transformers, and it's 10th of October. There you go. So in 2 weeks' time. So yeah, 2 weeks' time, the Space Ape stream. So yeah, go and stick him in my server, tag me, or you can join the Transformers Earth Wars Discord server and go and ask questions there, guys. So yeah, and see John Bailey live in the stream. That's a picture of John there. Things got a bit overkill with the colours. I was like, Jesus. But yeah, you know, he's got the old Soundwave t-shirt on there. Needs a Soundwave mask just to finish it off, doesn't it? But very Transformers here. I'll give him that much. So obviously they said there that we're going to give away 2,000 combat shards. I'm going to give that live away in the stream. I'm literally going to do some stabbies later on. So That's the idea. I might even do a bit of a competition, maybe. I like doing little competitions, so it's not just down to chance. Maybe. I've not even really thought about it too much. I thought stabbies, but now I'm thinking, no, maybe not. What else? So, need help getting the 5-star call to arms. So, generally the community is very good at this. If you're in a alliance that's going to struggle to get the 5-star, they actually have a Discord section where you can put your alliance in there and people will come and help you out. Now, I will always advise people that if you're new to joining the game, don't create your own alliance. I said this in my top tips. Number 1 tip: don't create your own alliance. It's going to be a rough ride if you try and create your own alliance and build up your own alliance. I would recommend you go and join one that's always established. So, if you join an established family, say, that's quite big in the game, you will get the top players filtering down. They will always go and help their family teams first. Again, it's a good way to get on in the game. If you're in the lower level of that family, the lowest team, chances are you probably still will get the 5-star bot because all the top players will filter down. But you've got to think that if you're not in one of the top families in the game, even at any level, all of them players will filter down. When they complete their whole family, then they will look outside. But chances are they might not even get to those sort of alliances. So you're slimming your chances. So I would just say that if you're a new player starting the game, go and try and look at some of the top families in the game. You've obviously got Scorched. You've got Prime. You've got I keep saying TF, but G1. The G1 family. There's quite a few, but they're the 3 of the top ones really. And yeah, and go and join one of those. There's plenty of alliances out there. But yeah, we'll obviously all be helping out each other out to try and get the bot. And they're doing a great little thing where they're saying that if you own the Cyber Pass and you've got a new player or a returning one, you can gift them a Cyber Pass for free. And it's not just limited to new players, an existing player without the Cyber Pass. So if you bought the Cyber Pass, you can contact SpaceApe and gift someone, a friend, an alliance member, whoever, you can gift them a Cyber Pass. So Dale's also give us some Cyber Passes to give out as well. But I did say to Dale that I really want to give them to newer players, try and encourage them into the game. So we're going to do a bit of a giveaway later on around that as well. So if you are a new player watching this, and by new player I'm talking like HQ 14 and below, I'm talking, then stay tuned. We'll give some Cyber Passes out way later on. But it's a good way to try and get people into the Cyber Pass. Yeah, I think it's $10. $10 is not a lot, but it gives so much value. It is the best purchase you can make in the game. And as some people said, that, you know, $10 every 8 weeks is better value than Netflix. It is, if you're into the game. So if you're enjoying the game and you're progressing through and you're starting to get to a point where you need more resources and you want to get them 5 stars and want to get more combiners and whatever else, then obviously the Cyber Pass is the best way to do that for $10. If you are going to spend on the game, definitely buy the Cyber Pass. That is the way to go. So yeah, if you do want a Cyber Pass and you know someone that's bought a Cyber Pass, then please, if you have bought a Cyber Pass, go and find someone. Just go and find someone to gift a Cyber Pass to. It doesn't have to be a friend, it could be anyone. But let's try and get as many people with a free Cyber Pass as possible, hey? But how to do that, all you need to do is go into the menu section, go into support, contact support, send an email to support saying, hi, I want to gift a Cyber Pass to this person's name, the alliance they're in, and HQ level. They're the 3 things that they need to find them. And then they will get the pass. So yeah, I'd advise everyone to go out and give someone a Cyber Pass. And then they've announced that Mayhem Mode will be back for the Endurance, and this was literally what I was waiting for. So because it's Mayhem Mode, I will be competing in the Endurance. There you go. And this could be a thing from now on forever, to be honest with you. If it's Mayhem Mode, I will compete. Because for me, it was never a money thing, it was a time thing. Because Without mayhem mode, it would take most of your weekend up, and I can't always get it off work, and so it was always a question of time, not money for me. And so I've not competed in a endurance. I think that last Lightspeed was actually my first endurance ever. I'd obviously done leaderboards back in the day, where it didn't work as much at weekends, things like that, and I booked some weekends off for when we had enough advance notice. But yeah, nobody else do endurances this for a long time, so now I can actually go and do these endurances. So super pleased. They did announce obviously some really good bots. Did they mention Nova Prime? Was it Sentinel Prime? No, I don't know. But two really strong bots. They said it's going to be a Prime. So I know Nova Prime was definitely one of them. I can't remember the other one. Someone will put it in chat anyway. But yeah, looking forward to that. The fact I had to do the endurance. So looking forward to Mayhem mode. And they have said that for top players, I think most top players were happy with it. But we did say a lot of feedback from, top players still out there to help lower players out. We were saying that it needs to be better for lower players. It needs to be better value because a lot of the negative feedback came from lower players. And I'm just really glad that they've actually hit upon that. And they said they're going to solve it. So basically, I've said, listen, it needs to be triple the value at all levels of the game. We've said that. But they said the higher point zone ratio won't change. And I'm fine with that. It was good. I really enjoyed the last Mayhem mode, attacking in Zone 15. I just feel like Zone 14 and 13 was a lot harder for people. Now, some people didn't like it because they felt like they weren't getting value from combiners, things like that. And I don't want to get into that again. I've done a video on that. You can go check it out. But for me, it's great value in terms of time. And that's the big one for me. My time is more valuable than anything else. My time, my family, being able to work. And so this gives you that time. I know a lot of people are like, listen, I love that. It annoys me when I can quote someone and I can't actually say who it was because I can't remember. But someone literally that I know said, listen, I was at Disney World with my kids and my family. We were away all weekend and I still managed to do Mayhem mode without the wife offering to divorce me. And I know we laugh about it. But, yeah, extreme. But you've all been there where there's been an endurance something and you go, oh, I want to compete in this endurance. I want this bot. It looks really good. The playtesters and the content creators are all saying it's really good. But you're away with your family. And you're going, right, I'm going to try and fit them both in. And you start playing your phone. Your family's like going, what are you doing? You're like, oh, it's an event and I want to try and get these points. We've all been there. Where this Mayhem mode kind of reduces that time right down. You could actually probably, with about $50, $60, you could probably complete Mayhem mode endurance in maybe about 4 or 5 hours. So you could do that while your family's asleep, just sat there one night. For me, it's a game changer in this game. It's the best thing that's come to the game in a long time. Maybe on a par with some other things, which we'll talk about in a minute. But very good. Very good. Discord giveaways are coming back. That's pretty cool. And bundle sales. So loads of little sales that are doing at the minute, just to encourage newer players to spend, and I kind of get it, and I don't mind that they're going to do guaranteed 5-star legacy combat bundles, similar to what we said with the bots, or we saw with the bots last week. This is going to be with combats from batch 1. All for it. This is why, we should say that, content should progress, because newer players will get these, and it's still decent content, but it's not as good as the new content, but it shouldn't be, but it should be more available, because it's not as good as the new content, because it's not as desirable, and that's the way it should be. So, I'm glad they're sort of doing these things. It's going to be available for $100, which is a bit pricey, if I'm honest, but it is available. Some Mirage and Breakdown skins, G2, guaranteed 4-star bots. So yeah, really cool. They have said that they're doing 5 stars for $20 for new players that don't have any 5 stars. So obviously, when you buy a 5-star, if you're a new player and you buy this 5-star crystal they're offering, once you open that, you won't be able to buy another 5-star $20 crystal because you've already got a 5-star. So it's just to introduce you to the game and get you a 5-star bot. But if you go and buy that bundle, let's say, for $20 and you get a 5-star, Then they're going to reduce the new joiner bundle to $5. I know a lot of people have sort of said like, well, I've paid $20 for that. Now I think that if you bought the new joiner bundle in the last week or two, and you can contact SpaceSafe and say, listen, I bought the new joiner bundle 2 weeks ago and paid $20. It's now available for $5. I've no doubt they'll probably refund the difference. So Dale said he'll sort something out. And hopefully he can announce something a bit more structured than what I've just said. But they're not going to do you over like that. So you've got the new joiner bundle for $5 where you get a 4-star Optimus Prime and 4-star Megatron. And then we've got an event now for 4-star Combat and 5-star Blaster and Soundwave. You can get a decent alliance. It's never been a better time to play the game and join the game right now. For the amount of stuff that's available for really cheap, for the amount of stuff that's available in this weekend's event, I think it's amazing for new players this week. I really do, and so it should be. You know, they're advertised on the front of Google Play for the first time ever, and Dale said they've never had so many people join the game in a massive influx since the game's release. So you can imagine how many players that is. So really, really happy that they're trying to look after new players and entice them into playing the game because they are the future of the game. So super pleased about that. Saga schedule. So yeah, 40th anniversary event, amazing. But then we come crashing down to earth with a medic event again. And again, I've said this, I know that medics are a bit hard to get. But surely by now, most people have got the 4-star medics with the amount of medic events they do. Every single saga, it's a medic event. Let's switch it up. I mean, I think we saw a different event last week. But let's do a triple changer event, then a medic event, then do a special event, then do a gunner event, then do an air event, then go back to medic. We don't have to keep on medic. I know medics are quite one of the hardest ones because there's 4 in the game. There's not many. But we don't need to keep hammering it home. You know, this is sort of what Space 8 does sometimes. They find something good that players like and then they just kill it by doing it overboard. No. Yes, players want this. Go and do it. And then just chill out a bit. Just relax. And then at the end of the saga, on the 11th to 14th of October, we've got the new bots release. These are not even in test yet. Now, the reason for that is that they've got a lot of new testers and they're trying to sort their accounts out. So, I mean, I'm going to hit Dale up. They need to get it in test now. I know there's new testers that need to get into accounts and try and test this. But the way it's going, there's been a few problems getting there. And we're not going to have much time. So I think they need to get these in test beforehand and start the process. Because again, they're leaving it a bit too late. And I feel like they're building this bot up to be really good. And it could either be really buggy or not as good as they think because it's not been tested long enough. This needs to go in test tomorrow, latest. And so we'll wait and see. But I'm interested to see. But literally the first time you guys will see it is on my stream next week. And we'll put it through sort of, you know, initial paces. But this means that you guys are only seeing 2 iterations. So when you do your bids over the next week or so, I imagine most alliances will start this weekend. You won't have a clue what you're bidding for. And that's the bit I don't like. You're just bidding on what SpaceSafe have said. And SpaceSafe have said, oh, it's going to be really powerful. But we've had that before. And it's not been that powerful. So we're bidding blind. And then by next week, you're taking the last few bids. And you're looking at the first iteration. And playtest's not really had much to do with it by then. And then right before the event, they're going to be finishing it off. And it could be amazing. But it could be crap. You know, and I don't like that. It should be finished around now. So when people put in their bids in, they know, I've got a really good idea what they're bidding for, what kind of bot. So I get maybe a few little bugs or finishing touches over the next week or so. That's where it should be. But we should have had this bot at least a week or 2 ago. But we're working on it. We're working on it, guys. We're working on it. Obviously, go check out your content creators. Myself, Soldier, Freesia. So Freesia streams on a Wednesday. I stream on a Thursday. Soldier does a lot of polished content. Videos, mostly doesn't really stream. But go and check them out, guys. I was a bit disappointed to not see Freesia stream yesterday. It says he's going to stream on Friday. But I normally get up for work, get ready for work, get in the car, and put Freezer's stream on. That's generally what I do. He did do like a premiere of one of his videos. Okay, fair enough. But I do like my Freezius stream in the morning, so I was a bit disappointed, Freezius. If you're there, if you're watching, I know he does watch the stream, I watch his. So if you're watching, I was disappointed. I did tell him in the chat. I was like, it means I've got to listen to the radio in the morning now. Come on. Community Corner, obviously a lot of Soundwave pictures to obviously celebrate John Bailey coming to the stream and speaking to Space Ape. Yep. Community Pick is speaking to Val, who I think is one of the moderators in Discord, who likes tracks. So talking about tracks there, very, very good bot, by the way. Someone asked, they always get this, is this bot any good? You get it all the time in the new player chat. Is this bot any good? Very good bot. Very, very good bot tracks. I would go as far as saying the best 4-star in the game. Now, when I say the best 4-star in the game, he is probably the one 4-star that all top players still use. Most top players just use 5 stars. But there is no 5-star tracks. So everyone's using that 4-star because there's no 5-star version. Very, very good bot. Very good. And that is everything. But don't forget to join the Space 8 stream on the 10th of October with John Bailey. Stick some questions in my Discord and tag me. And go into the Earthward Discord and stick it in the John Bailey questions section to go and ask him some decent questions. Cool. So yeah, loads of info this week to go through. And just we're gonna go through the chat and sort of answer some questions, see what everyone's talking about. But I'll just sort of say that I did sort of mention today that, you know, they are improving bundles, but the big difference between other games and this for me is there's no small bundles, like little $3 bundles and $5 bundles that encourages people into just small spending. You know, we don't expect people to blow $40 on a game. People are not going to do that. But they're not going to miss $3, $5 here and there. People are more willing to spend a bit like that. I've spent that on Marvel Strike Force, just messing about, a quick $5 here and there. And yeah, you know what? It probably just add up to $20 over the month. But, you know, people are willing to spend a little often. So I just think we need some small bundles. I really do. Quick drink, and then we'll see what everyone is talking about. A lot of chatter. The chat is blowing up. Ruination 5-star upgrade for the 40th anniversary. Give it a rest, Candyman. Give it a rest. Every stream you're at me. Every stream you're at me. Let's have a look what everyone's putting. Autobot Phil, welcome to the stream. What else? Let's just sort of skip through a bit. Oh, Razor Horns just put, hey, I got a movie date to go and see Transformers 1 this Sunday. I've seen Transformers 1. Don't ask me how I saw it in the UK, because it's not out. But I've seen Transformers 1. I was impressed with it. It's not doing well at the cinema, which is quite sad, really. Because I think the film's really, really good. And I messaged Dale saying, listen, on Grind Time saying, I've seen the film. Because Grind Time hit me up first saying he's seen it. I was very jealous. Now, Dale was jealous because I've seen it and he hasn't. Apparently, Space Ape will see it together. They're going to go and watch it in the cinema. I might go and hijack that. Jokes, not really. So, I just said to Dale that story should have been what the first live action film should have been. That's what it should have been. And I said to Dale that if you take out the Quintesson bit and, you know, the Sentinel Prime part, it is pretty accurate to lore. I like the fact that they've sort of gone on the fact that Megatron and Optimus were friends and then they obviously end up colliding. And I won't give too much away, but I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows that's in the chat. So, and if you don't, spoilers, too late. But I won't give too much away after that. But I do like the way that the story came about. It's there or thereabouts, right to lore. So, yeah, it's a good film. I said to Grind Time it's the second best Transformers film after the original movie. In my opinion. Really, really good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, Cuddy Fox has put like 12.5k per person if the team is at 40 players for the event. So yeah, it's not a lot of points. Um, any new weapons coming? Rip and Griff reports. Don't know. They kind of started on weapons and then just went nah, and just sort of like went off at a tangent and stopped with them. I imagine they'll come back to weapons. It didn't really go down well with the community though, so maybe not. I don't know. It should have all weapons should never been weapons. They should have been in the batches. That was my feeling. I should have left it more open. Yeah, Cuddy Fox should be worthwhile to use more 500 5-star shards for the dupe. I agree, but it's not going to happen. Also, what Phil's put, that is definitely nonsense. Low level players get one of the best 5-stars in the game. No, he's not. He's not one of the best 5-stars in the game at all. Really not. I think in my last video where I ranked him as good, but not one of the best 5-stars in the game. I still use him here and there. But you got to think, like, these new players are getting this 5-star. They've got to level it as well. You know, they're not easy to level these 5-stars. Yeah, Lord Soundwarts put, I've only got one 5-star, which is air raid, so any 5-stars but at this point. Let's have a look. Candyman talking about when I said about Sea Spray. He said I did the same, trying to pull 4-star long haul so I could complete Devastator. Yeah, we've all been there. Track said about 5k shards. I'm not going to give you 5k for a dupe, are they really? It's not like you get a dupe 4-star and you get another dupe 4-star. That makes sense. So, yeah. 5k is a bit too much, but it should be worthwhile. I think 2k is reasonable. Blade 19's put, do you have a bundle out for new players and get a 5-star for $20? I agree 100% with that. Yeah. All fair play to them. It's not like they're going like, listen, go and buy every 5-star in the game for $20. They're buying a 5-star out of like, how many? How many batches are we on? 14 batches? So you're talking like 65 stars. They could get one out of 60. It's just one. And it probably won't even be the current bundles either, probably. It's probably like batches 1 to 13, maybe, something like that, I reckon. So yeah, fair play to them. You know, just one. It's not going to break the bank. Yeah, Traxxas, but I have 27k 5-star shards and refuse to spend 15k on a Mega Supreme 5-star part. It's ridiculous, I agree. Cuddy Fox, but I've been trying to get the 5-star Grimlock to complete my Dinobot 5-star, so when the combiner one comes out, I won't have to fight to the last bot I need. Listen, if you want to spend $100 on that, so you don't have to touch that batch again and just get Grimlock, then it's well worth it, isn't it? I suppose. Stephen Gomez has put my sentiments exactly. Why complain? We need the game to endure. If the game shuts down, everybody loses. Yeah, exactly. Traxxas put, I didn't know who this John guy is. Really don't care. He's a voice actor, just a guy. It depends how much you're into it, really. So, you know, it is cool that he's come and join the Space 8 team. You can't deny that, you know. When Simon Furman obviously used to come on streams, you know, it's not really my thing. You know, I don't sort of geek out at them sort of things. And when they have these Transformers conventions, I want to go there not for the people that talk on stage, but more like to talk to people about Transformers and their experience and just meet people. But I get people sort of geek out on them things. So, you know, yeah, listen, you know, I'm happy that John's doing what he's doing and promoting the film and getting, you know, and he's also talking about the game apparently in whatever aspect. So all power to him. Yeah, Lord Soundwarts, but I met David K at Transformers Nation and asked him if there was anything significant in his life that shaped any advice drastically in his career. Yeah, that's a good question. Blade 19's, but you could always open more more crystals. London's Corners, but I've got Soundwave, wish we could get Blaster instead. That's kind of a fair point, really, yeah. Why would it? I wouldn't be too bothered about that, really. If they said, listen, if you already get Blaster, you'll get Soundwave. If you've got Soundwave, you'll get Blaster. If you've got both, you'll get 2k shards. I'd be quite happy with that. Yeah, that's a good. I didn't think of that. That's a good point. Um, what else? Um, Lord, somewhat, but I'm in the TFA Hilltop group at the minute. They seem to be great with events. I've not heard of them personally. I'm not saying anything about them. I don't know who they are. But listen, if they complete the event and get that crystal, then all power to them. And this is our family start. And build up. So hopefully it's a good family and look after you, and hopefully they can keep it full and keep progressing. Darklands has put side pass the best value in the game without a doubt. Shadow Evolvers put many, unless my alliance get major help, I ain't getting the 5-star blaster. Make sure you are, just go and join an alliance that's going to get it. Honestly, go and join an alliance. And if you don't think your alliance is going to get it, then you need to advertise that Discord. Advertise, pester people. And you'll get people in, and you might even do it, honestly. Listen, when you've got people in the last leaderboard scoring 500k, think about how many people he could help doing that. Now, it's unlikely he's going to do that, but there are going to be people that want to get XP, that want to grind, and are willing to put really big points up. So, it's possible. What else? Treats though, man. Sorry, I don't speak Spanish. Sorry, not at all. Wish I did. Always something I wanted to do, but never did. Steve Pierce put, I gifted my side pass to one of our real low level alliance members. Honestly assumed everyone bought it. No, some people do presume that, but no, they don't. But that's good. That's what we want. We want to see these low level players getting more resources and helping them out. I'm all for that. Dance, but Mayhem mode is awesome. I love Mayhem mode. Fox the Bond Spot. Yeah. Candyman's put, I'm sitting on so much combined smart. Don't know what to do with it. First world problems. We're not interested in that sort of talking here. I could say the same about Spark, but not too much now. Lower than 5-star bots that I've got. Yeah, it is Vector Prime and Nova Prime. So thank you, David Lee. Vector Prime and Nova Prime. Candyman's put, Mayhem was okay, but it still needs to be optional. No, I like it. It's really, really good. Blade 19 didn't like it. Go and check out my video on how to get the best out of Mayhem mode. Go and check that out. Especially remember, because some of my videos are just for members, some are open to the public. But if you remember, you got access to every single video that I've got. Go and check out my Mayhem mode video. How to get the best out of it. Honestly, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. Illuminati want are there raffles today? Yes, there will be a giveaway towards the end of the stream. No doubts, definitely. Sorry, Spider Gods, but damn, now Prime are choosing sides. I know I thought it was a bit weird that Nova Prime was a con. What? It didn't make sense to me either. Trax has put 6th add this stream. Let me have a look at this a minute. I've already put one ad in. So apologies. If you keep getting ads, I apologise. That's not me, guys. I'm going to put one. I don't know what's going on with this. So I've said in the past that what happens is I can choose to put ads in, or I can choose when to put them in. So I choose to put them in at the start of the stream. That's when I choose to put them in. So I don't know why they're still in. I've already put one ad in. So I'll look into that. So I apologise. I'm really sorry. Yeah, it was some of the feedback when I first started putting ads in my stream. Obviously, it helps revenue. It was some of the feedback from a lot of my viewers that didn't like the ads during the stream. So I literally stopped it. I turned it off and I thought I'd just do one ad at the start. And that is what I've done. So I apologise. Darkland support still don't know the purchase 5-star is random or from a specific batch. I've heard it's random, completely random. Hamburgers put his 5k shards. Oh, right, okay. That's pretty cool. I just heard it was a 5-star bot. If you're getting 5k shards, that's really, really good. Yeah, Tracks Palanca Spot. I don't have my PT account running up in yet. Yeah, they are looking into it. I know that. We have these problems sometimes with new starters. Um, Grantans, but don't worry about the new bots not being in test yet. I have complete confidence that 8s won't mess us up. Grantam said this dripping with sarcasm, obviously. As always, buddy. Um, oh, it's just jumped ahead. Give me a second, guys. What else? Oh, Carnage Macaritis, but Freezer's doing Fridays for a little while. Right, I weren't sure it was a once thing, so yeah. Track support. What does British radio sound like? Oh my god, we've got so many radio channels. It's ridiculous. I mean, you you can go on 90s music, 2000 music. You've got country, you've got jazz, you've got dance, you've got R&B, and you've got variants. You've got a sports channel. You just choose whatever and go, oh, fancy 90s and put 90s on, and it plays all 90s, American, English, whatever. So yeah. Calvin's put, would you SA11 4-star tracks? Yes. Yep. Done. Dead simple. Yes. Daddy Pigs, but they should remove silver cores from bundles. Yeah, I agree with that. It's a bit crappy. Vic Chings put, what kind of music are you into? Lancaster. Honestly, I'm a big fan of rap, big fan of sort of indie music, but there's not much I don't like, and I'm probably gonna get like really like ridiculed for this. But it's not like there's certain genres I don't like, but there's certain people I can't stand. So I don't really like the Beatles. I don't really like Elvis. I don't really like Meatloaf. I don't like Dolly Parton. To the point where they come on the radio, I will turn them off. There are some Beatles songs I like, the more edgy ones. But the earlier stuff I really don't like hate. So for example, I prefer the Rolling Stones to the Beatles. I would much rather listen to Dire Straits than anything in the 80s. Love Dire Straits. And I would much better listen to Johnny Cash than Dolly Parton. So it's not like in the genre, I don't like that genre. It's just certain people that I really, really can't stand. You know, I would much rather listen to Marvin Gaye than Elvis. So, you know, you can see from there, to give you an idea, like my top 3 people are probably, I would say, Eminem, Oasis, and then if we had to pick a different genre, then sort of like, you know, I would pick Dire Straits. So, quite a varied approach. What else? So, track support. Sunstreaker Wozza, 5-star Ruination upgrade for the endurance. Top Alliance players all have him. I'm not in Top Alliance anymore. I've dropped out. I ain't interested in that sort of stuff. You know what? Honestly, like, I was in the top wall the other day and literally hit the shield generator with Roadbuster and nothing happened. And I was sat there going like, what happened there? But I took the cannon out with the age, with Roadbuster, and killed it. Gone. It was shielded by the shield generator. I killed a cannon shielded by the shield generator with Roadbuster. Then hit the shield gen and did 3k damage. And that's why I don't do top wars, because there's some bugs that just get so... When you're playing top wars, you can't afford to just waste like 9 points. You can. It's going to really, you know, cripple the attack. And it was so frustrated. I was so frustrated that, you know, even in a low level war where it didn't matter, I still beat the base. But even in that, I was like, if this is a top war now, I'll be literally like smashing things on the desk and I'd be pissed all day. So I do miss top wars. I don't miss how angry I used to get with top wars, though, and how frustrated when things didn't work or when something happened, you were like, what happened there? That's what really frustrated me. And I can still see I've got quite a few bugs. Illuminati ones put hello. I speak Spanish. Is that okay? I don't understand anything, but I'm trying to do it. Um, I don't mind you speaking Spanish in the chat, but if I do obviously get told that there's something like um, that's obviously like I don't want it in the chat, then I'll obviously have to mute you. But just make sure that if you are speaking Spanish, then it's I appreciate you keeping it to a minimum, and just obviously like make sure it's off the PC. Traction said I saw the film TF1. It could have been broken up into a series more on Netflix. Yeah, I suppose. Um, Call me spoilers. Morgan, slam it, Wozza. Um, yeah, buying $100 is really expensive. Trash Panda OG or Zero G. What are binary bonds even for? I have seen bundles of them, but I haven't seen them. It's to put combat to level 11. But if you're a low level player, then don't bother. If you're a high level player, then obviously yes, it's really important. What else? Yeah, loud sound once, but love going to these kind of events. I have thought about going, and I said to the wife, I said like, if I went to one of these conventions, I think someone would come over and go like, "Oh my god, it's Wozza." It'd be interesting. Do you know what I mean? Like to see like if anyone would actually recognise me if I went to one of these Transformers conventions. Yeah, be interesting. My 2 minutes of fame. I did have someone. I don't know how, but someone got hold of my phone number and rang me once. I was like, that's a bit far. That's a bit. It's a bit stalkerish, isn't it? Ringing someone like a content creator, ringing and going, "Hey, it was a stalker." Um, Playing 19th, but Marvin Gaye over Elvis. It's just something wrong with you. Marvin Gaye's brilliant. Marvin Gaye is a legend. Elvis is. Um, Track. I missed the Dolly Parton rant. It wasn't a rant. I just don't really like Dolly Parton. I prefer Johnny Cash. It wasn't a rant, but yeah. Illuminati has put. How about reducing troop recovery or cooldowns? 1 hour is a long time. Totally agree. 100% agree. But I've tried. Um, Nate Williams has put Robuster and Air Raid have the same bug during those wars. Okay. Nate, let me know in Discord. Hit me up and let me know what that bug is out of interest. Because I hit Dale up saying like I'm pretty annoyed by this. I'm not annoyed for me, but more annoyed that I'm more annoyed that for players that things are going wrong. Yeah, no top Phil's put was I can confirm that Luminati's keeping it clean. Fine, no problems. If he doesn't really speak English, I get that my accent is maybe not the easiest to understand. So if he needs some things translating, then I don't mind that at all. So also what Phil, I appreciate you helping out with that as well. Thank you. Um, Grind time, you took stalking too far, calling up Wozza. I actually did talk to Grind time. Not for a while though. I'm going to call him out for that. I do actually video call Grind time. I have done for a long time. Yeah, I used to do like Discord chats even, so I might even do that again. It was quite fun. Just like doing a Discord chat and getting everyone in, getting to know people in my stream and all that, and saying, "Listen, I'm gonna be in Discord at this time. If you want to come and join me, then come and join me." And I might try and get Grind time in one night. I might do it over the endurance. I might get people on my Discord and come and join me. And I could do a play stream. What do you think? I did a play stream last time where I played some music, answered some questions, so a bit like this while playing the endurance event. So what would you rather me do? Would you rather me do an endurance play stream, play a bit of music, unmonetized, or would you rather me just do a bit of Discord where we can just chat and chill? Let me know in the chat what would you rather me do, and we'll probably do that on endurance. Blade 19 still getting more ads. I'll I'll look to turn it off. I haven't turned it on, so I don't know how I've. Let me try and just monetization. Oh, that's weird. Right, okay. I've just changed it now. I did put it on that I will insert them, but somehow it's just got changed. Okay, cool. Right, I think I've solved it. Apologies. At least I know how to fix it now, at least, as well. Cool. Sound. Hulan Turkish air. That's random. Yeah, apologies, guys. It's honestly not my fault, but I will apologise. And I think I have fixed it. So apologies, guys. Tracks for Lancaster's port. You should try that Discord live chat with the members. All players can chat with you live. Yeah. Let's see what everyone else thinks. I'm not bothered either way to me. Don't matter. Grand terms, I'd watch a play stream of music, but only if it's Elvis and Dolly Parton. That would never happen. Never. Yeah, Steve Pierce, but got me that money. No, I don't. Listen, yeah, listen. We've got to make money off YouTube. I get that, but not when it ruins the player experience for me. You know, yeah, at the beginning of YouTube videos, more for that midway through if it's a long video. But it's sort of coming in. It's the same for everyone, but you're not missing any of the video there because it stops the video, you watch the advert, and you carry on the video. Whereas in the stream, people are missing important parts of information, so I don't like that. So it should be fixed. Let me know if it is fixed. I've just changed the settings, so I put a certain setting, it changed for some reason. I've just changed it back again. Hopefully it saves. Hopefully. Cool. Right. So we'll go get the game on screen and we'll have a bit of a chat about some things. So one of the big talking points this week was a Cyber Pass. So if you've been in Discord, I think you'll know a lot about this already. But Space Ape said we're gonna celebrate TF1 by giving away 4-star Orion packs, 4-star Elite 1, but I think it said Aero by mistake, a 4-star Bumblebee. Oh, brilliant! But then I think they actually announced that it would be giving away the 4-star conversion of each of those, and then I think they retracted it. But the fact of the matter is that sadly that the Autobots are getting 4-star Orion packs and 3-star Orion packs. They're getting 4-star Aerial and 3-star Aerial. And they're getting 4-star and 3-star Bumblebee. So really cool. But the problem is that the cons are getting the same bots. Now, for the cons, that's alt faction. And it's not as desirable. I kind of agree. But Space Ape have said it's not really down to us. It's down to licensing. It is a Transformers 1 pass. So, but there are con bots in Transformers 1. So they could have put them in. But let's just say, let's just give them the benefit of the doubt, and let's just say that they couldn't, for whatever reason, they couldn't put the conversions in. There are other options to solve this, because it's not fair. It is very much geared towards Autobots, and it isn't fair. And I said, why can we not just, in the event this week, put the cons in there? Can we not just put D16 Megs in the event, and celebrate, the film in the event as well? Can we put what's Aero's counterpart? I can't remember now. Can we put Aero's counterpart in there? And then can we put, obviously, a Shrapnel in there as well? And nothing. It's quite sad, really, that they've done this and they've not thought about it and thought, well, hang on a minute. This is not really going to be fair for the com players. How can we solve this? And also, it's not really fair that we've fed back a lot of feedback on how to fix this, and they're not come out and gone, listen, we are going to fix this because it's not fair. I don't think anyone can deny it's not fair. So they've seen this, but I think they're a bit reluctant to fix it. And I don't get that at all. I don't understand it. When you've got something that's got some disparity between Autobots and cons, you need to make it right somehow. Yeah, it might not be in the past, and it's not ideal, it might be an event, fair enough, but make it right. That's my big frustration with it. But that aside, it is a really good pass. They're not lying. There's some really good rewards in it. if you're an Autobot, that's the problem. So, I mean, hey, maybe we'll get a con pass next saga. Don't know. But yeah, make sure you give your feedback back to the apes in Discord. Tell them you're not happy with it. This is how these sort of changes happen, by everyone sort of saying, you know, we're not happy with this, and hopefully they can make some adjustments to some kind of event or the past next month, and we can get the conversions somehow. Another thing I wanted to touch upon as well is this: is that if you play on PC, the game is now available on Google Play Beta. So there is no need for emulators anymore. Now my PC is working a lot faster playing the game without an emulator. That emulator takes up a lot of memory. So not all games are available on it right now, but Earth Wars is available. And you can see that, you know, for me, it's running a lot better. When I ran it on the emulator, it was sort of a bit, you know, stop-start, a bit, you know, a bit jerky because it was using up so many resources. And listen, by no means have I got a rubbish PC. I posted my PC specs, I think, a while ago in the server, and I was like, whoa, that's overkill for this game. I was like, yeah, but, you know, it better be an overkill than under, and it means I can do all these things and create videos and things like that. So it's just the emulator, basically slow it down. So it runs a lot smoother on Google Play. There was talk of, obviously, people getting banned by using a emulator, using hacks, things like that, but people were blacklisted for using emulators, apart from the playtesters or content creators that were whitelisted, particularly, especially the content creators. We need to be able to stream the game. But I think with Google Play, now they're releasing it on Google Play, then they can't stop people from playing on a PC. So I suggest go and try and download it, guys. It's not just because I'm a content creator that I can download this. I've just downloaded it because I'm, you know, because I downloaded Google Play Beta. So go and check Google Play Beta out, guys. Go and download the game and go and play on your PC without the worry of getting banned. Brilliant. Yeah, Blade 19's booked about the pass. Obviously, cons getting screwed again. Yeah. Yeah, Dart Answer Support got switched to aerial. Yeah, I thought, yeah, I can't remember which way it was round. It was Elite 1 and got switched to aerial. So, yeah. Yeah, I lean Lord Soundwarts, but I like to give away the 4-star in the side pass. Yeah, but the cons should get the conversion, you know. Yeah, Tracks Palanca support. They could have put in Soundwave, Starscream, and Shockwave and Skywarp. Let's not give away everything, like, you know, what a film. But yeah. Oh, so cons are getting D16, so that's a good thing. But they're getting Moby and Aerial. That's not really good, though, is it? Yeah. Callum said there'll be a con one coming, then the Autobots will moan. Nope, they might do, but I'll just say shut up, basically. I just say, listen, we've had it our way. Now it's the cons' turn. Dead fair. Dead fair. Crying time. What? Space they didn't think something through? I'm shocked. Yeah, Blade 19, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit like, that's wrong. They said that, oh, listen, if you want a refund, listen, we're not saying it's bad value, but if I go to, I always do this, I like it to real life, right? And if I say to one person, listen, you can get $100 worth of stuff for $10, do you want it? And he goes, oh yeah, and he takes that, and next guy go, oh, you can have $50 worth. He's gonna be like, hang on a minute, but he got $100 worth, and I go, no, you're getting 50. They're going to be annoyed. They're still getting great value, but you're not getting value as the guy next to you. So you're like, no, hang on a minute. What's that about? So, you know, just saying, oh, get your money back is not a good enough, you know, reply, really. It's quite poor. What else? Morgan's put Space Ape doesn't want you playing on a computer though. They can't not. They can't stop you. It's through Google Play. And they linked with Google Play. So they can't not. And from talking to Dale, it is something they are encouraging. So they can't ban you. If anyone downloads a game on Google Play Beta and has any problems in terms of with Space Ape getting banned or anything, let me know. I will get on it. I will get on it. Let me know. But don't hit me up just saying like, Wozza, I'm struggling downloading it. Something that's gonna try and work it out. Link your Google Play account to the game. Download the game. If it's not there, contact Space Ape, get a recovery code. That's the process. I can't help with it, guys. I do get people messaging me sometimes going like, I can't get in the game, help me. I'm like, I don't work for Space Ape. I can tell you where to go, but I can't fix it for you guys. Trust Panda, have you seen the new Transformers movie? Is it any good? Yes, it's very good. Go and see it. Yeah, cool. So a bit on playtests. So I know that a lot of talk was about obviously Power Glide and Cyclone, as we did talk about earlier. But sadly, there's no progress with that because we're waiting for testers, sadly. But I am going to hit Dale up after the stream because we need to start getting these things in motion a bit more. And I know Dale's been busy with the this whole event. I kind of get it, but we do need these bots in testing quite quickly and some changes. Yeah, also what Phil's put, TF1 was really good. I agree, it was. It was really good. Cuddy Fox, I still think they should add Jazz as a fourth wheel instead of B. The fourth wheel? Fourth wheel? What? Sour in Spider God. Any chance we'll get binary bonds free? Nope. Nope. Definitely not anytime soon. I reckon you will not get a binary bond for free for the next 2 years. Not gonna happen. Bartosh, what's the random changes to the event schedule? I don't think anything in the last month has been what they said it was going to be. So they wanted to do this event this weekend last week, but I think they've had to put it off because of licensing issues. So from what I understood, and I hope I'm not speaking out of turn here, but they were talking to John Bailey's agent about getting certain things, getting him in and trying to sort some things out. I'm not too sure. But apparently, like, it was just taking too long, and so they eventually, John Bailey just said, "Listen, I'll do it." Like, he jumped in and sort of said, "Listen, forget all this. I'll sort it all out. I'll do it." And so they went ahead with the event for some reason this week. So I don't know, but apparently it was like some licensing issues, some issues around, just red tape basically, which I kind of get. But they should have come out and sort of said this. This is the time where they should have been a bit more open and gone, listen, this is what we're doing. Oh, Cuddy Fox means like the fourth wheel means the fourth main bot. Oh, I thought it meant some like combiner part or something. Like, what you want about? Dark Answers put Jazz would have made more sense of comic relief. No. Bumblebee's always been a bit of the Joker, hasn't he? Even like, the sort of like, the underdog and things like that. But Jazz for me was always cool. Always a really cool one, Jazz. Nate Williams has put raids ruined my Shanix plans for Golden Lagoons. Well, I suppose you are getting Shanix this week. You're getting 10k, so that will help. Yeah, Calvin's put Bumblebee is more known and kid orientated, yeah, than Jazz. It would always be B. Yeah, I kind of agree. It would be really, wouldn't it? Yeah. Cool. So I also want to talk about the leaderboard. So the leaderboard got a lot of flack when it was announced, and people said, "Oh, this is going to be crazy, going to go mental," and it kind of did. So as promised, I did 3,700 points. And that was literally because all I had to do was get my new 5 stars up to like level 30 to put me in the lab. After that, I wasn't really bothered with the event. It wasn't really an event for me. I weren't really bothered with it, really. But you can see there that, that's 149th place. We're just covering 150th place. But you're talking like 110k for the leaderboard. Now, I've no doubt that next leaderboard, when they do it, and they will, there'll be more people going for it and less people. There'll be some people that went in that leaderboard and they will say, I'm not doing that again. It wasn't worth it. Because, sadly, when you're going for the leaderboard, you go in for it. And I sort of talked to Soldier on this for a small section, a small bit. And I said, sadly though, when you go in for leaderboard and you go, right, I'm going for it, money can't be an object. Money can't be an issue. You've got to go, listen, I'm aiming for this, and put an aim, whatever it is, and whatever it takes. So when we used to play Transformers Legends, you had to get top 100. Now, if the points doubled, you had to go in double. You had to go in for it. You had no choice. So these sort of events I'm very familiar with in past games, in this game. They've always done a leaderboard event until a couple of years ago. It was a lot of fight back, but they've reintroduced them again because some people wanted them. Don't know who, but we know who now. But yeah, you've got to go all in. You've got to go, I'm going top 150 and not be scared to keep spending. I know that I've seen a few players that were trying to get in the top 150 and got in the top 150 and were like, I've got in the top 150, but now I'm free to play, so I think I'm going to fall out. And you got to think that then you're getting the same rewards as someone that finished at like 1,000 and finished the event maybe. So sadly, you've got to keep going. You can't have a budget. You can have an idea what you're going to spend, but you've got to keep going, guys, if you're going to do this 150. And that's what I don't like, is that it's an open-ended event that could cost you $60 and it could cost you $400, depending on what your target is. So you're looking at about 120k to get in the top 150. And like I said, there were some people that finished in there that will think, I'm not doing that again. No doubt there were people that finished just outside of that will be thinking, I ain't doing that again. But there'll also be people at 120 that will think, yeah, I quite enjoyed that. And there are people that just finished outside that will go, I'll go a bit bigger next time. So I imagine the scores will stay around the same, maybe increase a little. Now people know what they're getting themselves in for. I mean, they could decrease a bit because people know what they're getting themselves in for. Because no doubt some people might have thought, oh yeah, I'll do 90k and get in the top 150. And then realise it's going to be like 120k. So I imagine the scores will stay there or thereabouts, maybe go a bit higher. That's what I think for the next leaderboard. But that wasn't the shock. I always thought that it would go to around, I'll be honest with you, I thought about 100k for the top 150. So it wasn't a million miles away, but it was a bit more than I thought. But that wasn't the big shock of the leaderboard. The big shock of the leaderboard was actually the fact that first place got 550k points. Now that is absolutely ridiculous, and there's a lot of people talking about this thinking, oh, he cheated, he's hacked it somehow, he can't have done these points. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't done the maths, but Dale did say, listen, I've gone and checked the account, it's all above board. And people are then going like, yeah, it's probably SpaceX trying to run the numbers up. Now, listen, I don't think that SpaceX are deceitful. Not at all. Not for once have I said that they're probably doing things on purpose and sort of like, edging their bets in the game, things like that. Do I think SpaceX are doing things behind the scenes to push scores up? No. Do I think that they're, untrustworthy? No. Do I think they're badly organised? Yes. That's all my frustration. My frustration is not that they're deceitful. My frustration is that they're unorganised. That's what I've always been critical of. And yes, they are very poorly organised at times. Last minute, we talked about the endurance bot just before and said how late it is. The 40th anniversary, how they're trying to fix it and sort it now when they knew it was the 40th anniversary. Surely 6 months ago. Surely they saw this coming, be the Transformers game. It should have been all been sorted in advance, or even 3 months ago, or 2 months ago. They just lack a bit of foresight and lack a bit of, you know, a bit of insight into, you know, the game and what they need to do month by month. We've talked about, obviously, the saga changing constantly, similar events every saga. Again, just a bit of poor planning. But listen, that is not a Space Ape account. I'm telling you guys. Now, people sort of ask me, you know, what I think happened there. Listen, it could be just one guy just smashing this event out. But I imagine that's like 16 hours a day for 3 days. I imagine. And listen, people have done that in the past. Dr. Claw, who's one of my members, who's in the chat here and there, has done similar. Now, it was less than that, but this is back before it was Zone 15 and 16, before Ruination, when it used to be Golden Lagoons, and you were coining 2 bots, so it was more costly. So I think his score was a lot more of an achievement. But what you can do to achieve a score like that, and I'm not advising this, I'm just giving you a bit of insight into how it's achievable and how he's maybe done this score without cheating, is you can actually share your account with people and play it all year round. So I could easily, from the UK, say to Grind Time, say, I've got this in Grind Time, I'm going to play in the morning when I'm awake and when you're in bed. And then when I go to bed, you take over and you play through the night. Now, that would probably work better in maybe Australia, because the other side of the world, and you could share the account. Now, for me, I don't see the appeal in that, because then one of you is getting the rewards, the other isn't, unless both of you play the same account and you just communicate it. But I don't see the point in that. But that is how you could score a score like that and play for 24 hours a day. Because someone said, like, you can't play for 24 hours a day. You probably could. All you need to do is log into the game on Google Play, really, on 2 different devices. But then I'm sure that Dale can go and look at that and see where the game's been logged into, what, you know, what areas. I don't think it's against terms of services, because then you've got to try and prove that it wasn't that person. Because then you could say that he was in the US and he flew somewhere, but I don't know. But that is probably some way you could probably do them points. But even I am struggling to think how that is even possible, unless you are playing sort of non-stop. Now, there are other ways, but I'm not going to advertise or even talk about that on stream, because it's borderline cheating. So I'm not even going to talk about it. But there are ways you could probably score them kind of points. But literally, doing that, money would have to be no option. Literally. So the guy spent a lot of money on the game. And I know that people don't like leaderboards and people hate leaderboards. Me too. But if you don't like leaderboards, don't compete. Don't get annoyed by it. Don't get frustrated by it. Just do what I do. Just score the minimum. Score whatever you want to score and leave it at that. And don't go and compete. And you know what? If this guy wants to go and throw $500 at the game, you know what? It's $500 in the bank for Space Ape for some content that I don't want. I'm not bothered about. He can have the content, you know. And you've got to think that, you know, sadly, the joke's on him this time round, because the content was quite poor. I did a review of the combat, and it was pretty crappy. So you got to think that he spent, you know, probably, I say $500, might even be more than that, might be less. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I saw a lot though. He spent that money on a combat that's not very good. So what has the rest of the players lost? Not really. I get it's exclusive content that people can't get. I might be frustrated by that, but it's going to come in a batch in 6 to 9 months' time. Go and get it then. You know. Don't be too disheartened, guys, by these sort of scores, things like that. It's an option for the absolute whales to go and spend as much as they want to and go and do an event. If there's one event a month or a saga that's like this, then I'm not too bothered. I will sit it out and just not bother. I get that some players might be frustrated. They're not going to get the top content. But sadly, this is the way sort of these games go sometimes. That some of the top content is only available to the really big whales, and it comes available to everyone else further down the line. So I'm not against these leaderboards, especially when I see scores like that. I'm not going to lie, when I see scores like that, I look at it and go, yeah, I'm not going to bother. Dead simple. When I see scores around 80k, it kind of encourages more and more people to do it, and that pushes scores up, and people get annoyed and maybe leave the game. So when I see scores that are astronomical, I'm like, yeah, whatever. So, I'm just saying, listen, guys, don't get too discouraged by it. Don't get too disheartened. If the whales want to whale, let them whale. Um, um, Tries to support the leaderboard. The Russian showed out again. X-ray with Legion trying to call out whales, and I was like, wait, you got the 5-star leaderboard, so you are now a whale. Well, yeah, pretty much. Darklands, closest I got was 451. The combat wasn't worth it. Yeah, agreed. Candyman's put, I leveled up Iron Bison a little and got enough for the 3-star combat. Didn't spend like I normally would have. We'll do the same for any future leaderboard events. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, just do what you want to do. If you want to do 50k, 50k. Want to do 10k, do 10k. Just do what you want to do. Calvin 5051 was crazy. Yeah, agreed. Cuddy Fox has put 551k points is doable. Back in the day, people scored 700k points. No, they didn't. Back in the day, they didn't. I think Dr. Claw had the record at like 350k, I think it was. And I scored about 140k. That's my record. Now, 140k when I scored 140k was playing pretty much, 2 days solid. Pretty much. It wasn't as easy as it is now. I reckon 140k now is like doing 300k. No, 140k back then is like doing 300k now, I think. Steve Pierce, pretty sure that name is Russian for Dale. That's good, I'll give you that one, that's good. Yeah, Nate Williams has put money and time with Drive and Red Bull is doable. Yeah, probably, yeah. Illuminati's put I'm number 40. Oh, well, I can't. Is it still on the game? Let's have a look. Oh, I can't, sadly. It's just a screenshot. Oh, sorry. I would like to do that, but I can't. Sorry. But well done. Yeah, level 40. That's very, very good. It's your boy Soul. They used to do that in Clash of Clans. Really? What? The game developers played the game? Surely not. Surely not. If that's what you're on about. Yeah, Steve Piss, but I can't believe people actually spent to get that horrendous looking combat. I know. Cuddy Fox, they stopped the leaderboard. Yeah, you're talking about the Minerva event. It's a well-known event. That was a leaderboard that broke leaderboards. But I don't think it was 700k. Our player might score, but even the Minerva event was not as hard when back in the day when me and Dr. Claw were doing it. It was still quite a bit easier back then, but I'm pretty sure no one scored 700k then. Pete the Greek has put that Russian was the same guy that put over 700k in the last Alliance leaderboard. No way that was legit. And people are saying that it wasn't even maxed Alliance, so that's a bit of a sus thing. Yeah, Lord Samwat's, but I just ignore anything competitive within games like this. It just doesn't interest me. Yeah, I do like the competitive aspect. I did a lot more during back in the day. But now when I look at a lot of the resources, I think I don't need that resource. It doesn't bother me, but I think a lot of newer players might need the resources, so, Grind Transport, I don't believe that number happened without shenanigans. Maybe. Oh, it's your boy Souls, but no, I was talking about sharing accounts. Yeah. Not gonna lie, we did it in TFL. We did share accounts. So I would play my account, and I think I was playing 3 accounts. I was playing mine and 2 friends' accounts, and then they would log into my account and play mine when I was at work. Because we used to sort of play each other's accounts. And it wasn't considered cheating, sadly. So it is what it is. It's a bit harder to play this game though, doing that 2 at once. I mean, TFL was just pressing some buttons like that. It was very repetitive. But it's a bit harder in this game because you actually play the game. I know you might say, yeah, oh no, you just got to jump and just take down the HQ with Ruination, but it's still a bit harder. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I mean, Soldier's in the chat. I just want to sort of touch upon that as well. I mean, Soldier, I mean, he can sort of confirm, but I think he finished around 15th or something. And he's told me, and he's been quite open about it. It's like I'm sort of like, I'm, airing his dirty laundry out in the chat. But he spent $280 to get into 15th place. To give you an idea, guys. So if you're there still, put in the chat. I know it was 280. You sort of said on your video, it was 280. You made no bones about that. But how many points you score for $280 to get 15th place? What sort of time frame? So yeah, stick it in the chat just so people are aware. I just don't want people thinking they can go in and do 15th place and go, oh right, and they don't know what letting themselves in for. It's gonna cost you quite a bit of money, guys. Cuddy Fox has put, I play 4 different games. 2 of them I have 2 different accounts. So if I focus on just one account on one game, I would score more. That's also getting boring. Yeah. So Pete the Greek, the highest score from Minerva, the top guy put up 415k. I saw the screenshot. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because before that, I think Dr. Claw had the record, but it was a bit harder as well to score those kind of points. And Dr. Claw had like 350k. I might be wrong on that, but I'm sure Dr. Claw had the record at around 350k. I mean, Minerva broke that. So, yeah, 415k sounds about right for the Minerva leaderboard, yeah. That's most to remind myself to never put the points I did for that event. Yeah, listen, it broke a lot of players that event. I think Grind Time was actually one of them as well. I think it might have even broken Grind Time to it broke a lot of players. Yeah. Else, but I did some maths with 2,000 runs at 275 points. You get 550k. So is 2,000 runs doable? If you can do a run every minute or two, 2,000 minutes. How many hours is that? About 50 hours, say. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is doable. Yeah, it's a lot. John Rim, what's your highest score? You put up 150k. I think it's like 145, 46k-ish. It was around then. I would say 150 to round it up. That's the biggest score I've done. But that was back when points were harder. That's probably about 300k now. 250k. Something like that, I reckon. Yeah, it was a lot harder back in the day. It was Cup on the Goo. With another bot. So you were coining 2 bots rather than 1. You couldn't really use your combiner. It was in zone 14, I think you were leveling in, so it was less points. So it was less points, it was twice as costly. You didn't have 75 cells, you had 50, so it just cost more money, was more time consuming, and yeah, and points were less. So it was a lot harder back then. Bartos put, oh my god, it's way better to play on PC. If you download on PC, let me know. I'm glad it works for you. Rando Hamilton's put, Texas Hammer's broken. Yeah, I think so. I think it broke a lot of people. Cool. So I have got a confession. I've got to apologize. I've got an apology, lad. I need to do an apology. I need to apologize. So last stream, we did a massive giveaway. Giving away some shards. It was really, really cool. Had my daughter on the stream doing some crystal pulls. I always have her on it. It's pretty fun. People don't say that. It's really good to get the kids on the stream. Used to have Jacob. Not anymore. He's too old now, sadly. And I sort of said towards the end of the stream, I was like, you know what? I was like, I want enough shards to be able to do this and this and this. And Traxpen Lancaster was in the stream now. Actually donated to the stream. Was like, here's some goddamn money to go and get 5-star Ruination and get that crystal for your daughter. And I know it's a bit of a joke, but I literally went and pulled a load of shards with the aim to have one more pull and get 5-star Ruination. And with the euphoria of getting all these bots, I literally forgot all about it. So I do owe Traxpen Lancaster a bit of an apology and everyone else in the stream because I said I would do this. And this is really going to please Candyman. And I've made purposely waited to do it on stream because he'll probably lose his mind. But we are actually going to upgrade Ruination to 5-star. I can't deny someone has donated to the stream. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, no. Ah, you know what? Just for the stream, I can't not. I know it's a bad waste, but I can't deny my fans. I can't. So, literally, we are going to rank up Ruination to 5-star. I'm not happy about it. Bit of peer pressure, but Candyman's been mithering me for the last probably the last 3 months, maybe longer, to upgrade him. I fought it. And Traxped Lancaster obviously asked me to do it, and I said I would last stream, and I felt a bit guilty. Literally, as soon as I ended the stream, I was like, "Oh my god, I forgot about Ruination," and I got like the shards there for it. That was the whole point of pulling them crystals, to get those shards. So yeah, listen, the only reason I didn't do it is because, don't forget, I didn't have Impactor. And I went and pulled Impactor, didn't I? So it's just 2,500 shards. So listen, I'm not really happy that I'm well out of 5-star shards now. I've never had so little 5-star shards, I don't think, in about 5 years. But that's because I've got crystals in the bank. I have got a lot of crystals in the bank. I've got my 4-star shards. I've got my prems. But I am trying to save them in case any new cores come out. No, wrong one. And I know a lot of new players sort of lose their mind when they sort of see all these crystals that I've got and I save. But, you know, it's only because I don't really need them. But I'm waiting for something. And the reason that I've got so quite a high level at this game is because I've always tried to look at what's coming in the future. So I've looked and gone, oh, right, well, yeah. And it's not that I know any inside information, but the last installment of HQ18 will probably come this year, early next year, I imagine. I think the Alpha Triangle will come. I think there'll be a new setting for the MDS. There'll be certain things that come along. I imagine there'll probably be some new cores with that. There or thereabouts. So I'm just preparing for that. So when the new cores come out, I can blow a load of crystals and get the new cores straight away, rather than going buying a bundle. And then once I've got them cores and I've got what I want, I'll stop opening crystals and I'll start saving again. Always, when you're an experienced player and a top player, always try and stay ahead of the curve rather than behind it and waiting for it. You've got a choice whether to sort of hoard resources and wait, or whether to spend, really. And I've always been really economic with my spending. And I've always said that. And I said, I've no doubt that I've spent a fraction of what the top guys have spent by doing this. But I do want to do a bit of a warning. Please, please, please don't do this if you're a new player. Please don't. You need those resources. You need them crystals to get more bots, to score more in events, to get better prizes, to progress. This is a end game way of staying ahead of the curve. It's not a mid or even high tier. This is end game, guys. You know, I mean, when you're at the point, and I know I'm sort of flexing a bit, but I'm trying to make a point, that when you're at the point of this, then yeah, start hoarding resources, because there's not much that I don't need. There's not many 5-stars I don't really have. I don't really use 4-stars. There's not many cores I don't have. I've got everything that I need. My base is fully maxed. I've got all the prime cores. You get the idea. But if you're a new player, please, please, please don't hoard. I've seen new players going, oh, I've got 30 prems, I'm going to save them. No, don't. Get them opened. You're going to need them resources. You might get a really good bot that's going to help you level and help you in events or help you in wars. Please don't do this if you're a new player. It's an end game thing. Please, guys. But if you are an experienced player, then yeah, start hoarding some crystals in preparation for these possibly new cores with the next HQ level. You don't know. No inside info. Just saying, maybe. I'm pretty good at this stuff by now. So have a look. So everyone's saying like, yeah, Ruination. Hamburger. But yes, finally, Dark Ones, yes, Candyman 5 stars. Whoop whoop. Track support, you will love it. No doubt. It wasn't I won't love it. I know it's good, but I was just annoyed at how much it costs. I was sort of like, fight the power, you know. Trax Pelanka support teach you how to drop the kids off at the pool. Works great. Do you need to borrow some 5-star shards? Yeah, I'm pretty like... Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll swap you. I'll swap you some 5-star shards for some spark. Do you want some spark? I've got plenty of spark. I mean, I put most of my bots to 8 and I've still got like 4.5 mil. So a bit of an update. So new 5 stars. So I've got Lightspeed until 50 or 51 even. He will go to like level 60 odd in the next endurance, I imagine. And I want to try and get these guys to 50-ish by the next endurance. So this weekend I'll be getting Beachcomber to 50, Leo Prime to 50, Nose Cone to 50. I think that's about it really. Get them to 50, get Lightspeed to 60 odd, maybe even Swoop as well, get to 60, and then I'm just going to put them through the lab, get them through the lab, and then the next endurance, maybe, or next big event, I'll get them all to like 60 odd 70. That's the idea. Mario Zambiano, welcome back. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, it's been a while. Trax Pelankas, but did your daughter enjoy the 20 bucks that Grind Time and I pulled for her? Yeah, what did she buy with it? Oh, she got some slime activator. She's really into slime at the minute. She's like even trying like homemade things where you're mixing toothpaste with something. I don't know what she's trying in the kitchen right now. She's really into like making slime. So she made this massive pot of slime, but then ran out of activator. So it was just a big pool of glue. So she bought some activator off Amazon. What else did she buy? She got like a Go Henry card, you know, thing for kids. So just put it on that. She bought something else, but I think she still got a little bit left. So thank you, appreciate it. Yeah. Any news on Legacy or Endurance bot? Nope. I know. I'm gonna after this stream. I'm literally gonna hit Dale up and go, listen, we need this bot. Send it. It's not on Dale to fair. It's not, but he can pass that on. Say, send it. Lord Soundwhat, I've started keeping all my crystals aside to do one big opening at the end of the month. Well, yeah. Listen, if you're doing it for like YouTube, something like that. I mean, I'll tell you a quick story. I mean, I hope you don't mind. So the story goes at I was at the top alliance and I started holding my crystals for a YouTube video and I started falling behind and my alliance mates were like, what are you doing? You've fallen behind because you've got enough crystals to pull all these bots that are the best in the game. Go and pull them. I was like, no, I'm saving the video. And I actually started to fall behind a bit. So just be careful when you do that. John Ream has put, how many 5-star do you have? 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 49, 50, 51, 50, 50, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. Does that sound right? I think it's 61. So let's do, hang on. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63. Yeah, 61. 61 5-stars I have. So yeah. Zambiano, I thought Lightspeed was not great. He'd been great for me. He's alright. He's not amazing. I found I use for him. But yeah. Zambiano's put, it's funny you're getting all legacy bot leveled and not many endurance bots. I know it's weird, yeah. Illuminati's, but why does my Lightspeed G1 say it's only one use per battle? I had the gold G1. Because the G metal does it twice. The gold does it once. So the gold acts as a vector core. The G metal does it twice. So G metal is very good. Tracks, you are gonna need all that spark to get Leo and Beach to level 11. Not really. So I will spend, what, 1.2 mil on Beach and then upgrade into 11. So 2.5 will get me Leo and Beach to 11. 2.5 mil. And I've still got 1.5 mil left, not including this event. So probably about 2 mil left. And everything in reserve as well. I'll still have loads left. So don't worry. Fixing for 82? As in what? Oh, right. As in like 5 stars. Darklands, yeah. No doubt he has cons as well. But yeah, I think Grind Time will be up there. Grind Time, how many 5 stars have you got? Grind Time will definitely be up there somewhere. Zambiano, why don't let Dale do it? Because Dale's not a programmer, sadly. He's not. It's not his job. Even though he's doing a good job of like endurance bots. Not endurance bots, legacy bots, sorry. It's not his job. Metabed, but by the time I get 61 5 stars, the game will be shutting down. Darklands, I only have one 5-star con. Is there that many 5 stars in the game? 14 times. It's 15 batches times 5. 15 times 5. It's only 75. 76 including. I don't think there's 82 5-stars in the game, is there? I don't think there's that many in the game. Collections, overview, details, 5-star bots. 60? I blatantly got 61. So that's wrong. 16 batches of 5. So 50, 30. So, oh, yes, it's 90. Yeah, you're right then. Yeah, probably right. Yeah. Yes, I am Autobot. Yeah, you can tell from the screen. So, yeah, I am. So, yeah, Traxpan Lancaster's got 84 5-star bots. So, yeah. Zibi's got 12 5-star bots. Decent. Decent. Okay, so I'm going to give away some 5-star shards. So we're going to do a quiz. And we're going to give some away randomly. That's what we're going to do, right? So, but while we're doing that, if you're HQ 14 or below, and you're in the chat right now, please put your Alliance player name and HQ in the chat if you are HQ 14 and below. And I'm going to pick some people out to give some side passes away live in the stream. But I do want to give them to HQ 14s and below. Because no doubt some of the top players, although they like the side pass, they probably don't need it as much. But those lower level players probably really need that side pass. So I'm looking for sort of like newer players that have just sort of joined the game recently and are trying to get on in the game. So if you're HQ 14 and below and you don't have the side pass, then put your Alliance HQ and player name in the chat and we'll pick some people out live. We're also going to give away some 5-star combat shards. So I've got 2,000 to give away. So I'm literally going to give 2 away right now. And I'm just going to scroll. I'm not even looking. Stop on someone. Who have we got? So, Candyman. Well done. 500 combat shards to you, buddy. Well done, Candyman. Hit me up after the stream in Discord. Don't put it in the comments, please. I just want you to put it in the in Discord. Hit me up on Discord, and I will organise for 500 combat shards to give to you to celebrate 40th anniversary of Transformers, guys. Thank you, Candyman. Let's pick someone else a bit soon, a bit earlier. So again, I'm going to look at the screen. Let's have a look. And we've got Carnage Mac. Alright. Well done. 500 combat shards to you as well. So hit me up in Discord after the stream. And we will get you your 500 combat shards. Congratulations. Well done. So let's go back to the end here. Trying to find anyone HQ 14. So Bluetooth, put me. Listen, guys, put your HQ level, player name, and Alliance in the chat. This is not like a scam or anything, guys. Stick it in the chat. And we'll do some giveaways, some side passes, depending on how many people in the chat we've got. But please do it, guys. Honestly, no one's trying to scam you or anything. I'm trying to give away some good content to people, but I need to make sure that those people are HQ 14s and below. Yeah. Bluetooth. How do I know I'm in the list of choices? Put your HQ level, your alliance, and your player name if you are HQ 14 and below, and you are illegible. Bluetooth put not illegible for the passes. Why are you not legible? Why not legible? Why? Let me know. I'm intrigued. Yeah, sorry, Spider Scott. Hey, I'm HQ 18. Oh. Could use some shards though. Well, I'm going to do a giveaway in a minute, but I want to try and give away some side passes first. Surely we've got some players in the chat at HQ 14. Surely. Thinking I'm waiting for the giveaway for those above HQ 14. Come on, guys. Must be someone that's HQ 14 in the chat. Let's wait a minute. Right, okay, so while waiting for someone to put HQ 14 and below in the chat, let's give them a couple of minutes. We're going to do a bit of a giveaway. So, I'm going to give away 2 side passes. No, sorry. I'm going to give away actually, yeah. No, yeah. I'm going to give away 500 5-star combat shards to 2 people. Yeah? And I've done this before. So I want you to guess how many days I have played the game for. I love this question. I'll give you a clue. It's a long time, guys. It's a long time. A long time. So, yeah. 2 closest players win. And I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to put it in the chat. Put your guess in the chat. How many days? How many days have I played this game for? Some people will be amazed about this. But yeah, stick it in the chat. 2 closest win. How many days, guys? How many days? How many days? Yeah? Put in the chat how many days you think I've played the game for. Closest 2, I'm going to give 500 5-star shards to. While everyone's putting their guesses in, Creator God has put HQ level 10. Cool. Straight away, Creator God, find me on Discord and hit me up. I will organise for you to get a side pass from me. It'll probably be next week. It's been sorted out, but I will gift you a side pass just as a thank you for being in the stream, celebrating Transformers 40th anniversary, and thanks for playing the game. So, yeah, well done to Creator God. Mega Crusher 1. Good to have you on board. Meta Bear since release. Well, that's what you're going to work out. I'm going to give it another minute for everyone to put their guesses in, then I'm going to shut it down. And if you've guessed twice, I'm going to take your last guess. So you can't keep spamming, guys. Okay. Last 20 seconds or so. And don't forget, if you are HQ 14 or below, put it in the chat now, guys. And I will try and get you a side pass. Because there's not many HQ 14 guys in the chat. So, pretty much, if you're HQ 14 and below, and definitely are, you'll get a side pass off me. If you're in the stream right now. Right, last 20 seconds, then I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to get the thing up so I can turn it off. So, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No more guesses. Once I put it, please get your last few guesses in. Once I put no more guesses, I'm not accepting any more answers. Done. No more guesses, guys. We are done. Sadly, any more after this do not count. There we go. No, no more. Nope, not giving you a minute. No. That's it. You've had your chance. So, let's have a look. I have played for 3,191 days. 3,191. So, who was close? So, Stephen Gomez was 10 days out. Is that right? 10 days out. Yeah, if you go over, it's fine, but 10 days out. Hamburger was 9 off. Where's Hamburger's guess? Let me know who was anyone better than 9? Or better than 10 even. I've got 10 and 9. 2965, 2300, 3452, 3000, still 200 away. It's over 9,000, imagine, God. 3144, so John Ream is about 45, 47 off. 3546, no, not quite that long. 3300, Fogster Bomb is about 110 off. 3099, so RG's like about 100 off. Oh, Blade 19, 3200, so he's 9 off. So 9 off. So what does everyone put? Wow, so Blade 19 was 9 off. Hamburger was 9 off. Who did I say was close? Stephen Gomez was close. 10, wasn't it? Stephen Gomez was close as well. I think that is everyone was really close, wasn't it? I think. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I know, yeah. Trax has put weird. That's 8 years and 9 months. I guess I should have done my maths. Yeah. So yeah, do me a favour. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So yeah, Hamburger and Blade 19. Blade 19 again? Wow. Hit me up at Blade 19 won last week as well. Well done. So yeah, hit me up after the stream, guys. Let me know you guessed correctly or close, and I'll get you 500 combat shards. Stephen Gomez, you were very close. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to see if Dale will give you 500 as well. If not, I will sort out a cyber pass at least for you. So hit me up after the stream and I will sort that out for you. But congratulations to Hamburger and Blade 19 who are guaranteed. Those are obviously shards, and obviously Candyman and Carnage Mac, alright, that have got the 500 shards. Congratulations. Okay, cool. We've just had someone else give a side pass too. Who else was it? Someone else put in the chat. They were low HQ. So Zoe, HQ 11, Ultra Bomb 70 for Mythic Knight. So yeah, we'll get you a side pass as well. Should be in a HQ 11. Hit me up after the stream on Discord if you can find me. Now listen, I will give your details to Dale, but if there's any problems, then I want to have you on Discord so I can message you. Someone last week won and Dale couldn't find him, so I had to sort of message him back and sort something out to find them. So I just want to be able to have that. So what else? Right, I tell you what we're going to do. I will now open the Cyber Pass to anyone HQ 16 and below. I do want to try and give the Cyber Pass to anyone low HQ. So we'll go to 16. If you're HQ 16 or below and in the chat, then yeah, put your name, alliance and HQ level in the chat. We'll go to 16. Trash Pandas put I'm HQ 16. G1 Arc Warrior. Is that the alliance? G1? Is that it? Astro. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Please hit me up with that in Discord as well afterwards, and I can pass that on to Dale. So, congratulations. I love how Trax is putting his alt account in there. I'll do it. I don't mind, especially for Trax, been Lancaster, been a long-serving member, so I don't mind. Someone's put, damn, I should have upgraded my HQ. But yeah, please hit me up on Discord. I will pass these details probably tomorrow onto Dale. It might be next week, guys. He's got a lot to go through. Everyone's sort of like passing these sort of passes on to other people and gifting them. There's a lot to go through, but you will get it. And if you don't, hit me up in Discord and I will chase it up. It's not a case of will you get it. It's a case of like when will you get it. So yeah. But what I'd recommend is start grinding the free pass out now. So when you do get the pass, just get all the rewards for the rest of the pass. So yeah. Lord Soundwat's put, I've got the pass already. What HQ are you though? I might be able to sort something out if you are HQ 16 and below. Illuminati 1. Does anyone speak Spanish? If anyone speaks Spanish, just put that I'm trying to give some side passes away to HQ 16s and below, please. Just for Illuminati, please. If anyone speaks Spanish. Lord Soundwarp, yeah. Then do me a favour, stick your alliance, HQ and play name in the chat, and hit me up after the stream, guys. If you've already got the pass, then still hit me up and I'll see what I can do. I don't want to make any promises. You've already got the pass, but hit me up after the stream in Discord and I'll see what I can do. We might be able to get you a token or something. I don't know. We'll see. Who's in Prime Union? If it's HQ 15 in Prime Union, then fair enough. G-Lock, if you are HQ 15. Oh, you mean someone else? If someone has said they have gifted you the pass yesterday, then you will probably get it next week. Yes. What they said is they'll get all these requests for the pass in this weekend. They'll collate them all, and then next week they'll give them all out. That's the idea. It's a good time for the endurance. Get the 75 cells as well. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be a great event. And then we've got Sound. What you mean, Sound Warp? I mean, not Sound Warp. Omega Core as well. Put his name in there as well. Cool. We're giving some passes out. Cool. I do enjoy this as well. I do enjoy this. I'll tell you what we're gonna do as well while we're here. Let's get some Sunstreaker Wozza Stash crystals out. Let's have a scroll. Who have we got? So Souring Spider God, hit me up after the stream on Discord, and I will give you some Sunstreaker Wozza Stash crystals. So it ain't a cyber pass, it ain't some shards, but it might be a few prems or some spark or something. So hit me up after the stream, Souring Spider God, and we'll give you some Sunstreaker Wozza Stash crystals. Who next? Have a look. Who have we got? Autobot Phil, I'm glad you've won something after doing a bit of translating for me. So yeah, we'll give you some Sunstreaker Wozza Stash crystals. I'm gonna give someone to Illuminati 1. I'm just impressed that he actually speaks Spanish and he's actually speaking English and in my stream, and he's a member. So Illuminati 1, message me on Discord after the stream. Please let me know that you understand that, so I can give you some codes. Yeah, Trax Lancaster Sport anniversary can give free tap passes to everyone. Yeah, but people have already bought a pass and they've already spent and they don't want to lose too much, but they're kind of giving away half passes. You know, half the player base should get a pass by that means. If half have bought it and half have been given it, then it's still good, you know. Trax has put, you need stash crystals. Yeah, listen, hit me up on Discord. So generally what I do is you hit me up, I go back and check the stream, and I make some notes on who, and sort of like pass it. But I won't check your name until you message me, if it makes sense. I just sort of go like, oh right, hang on. Most people I know they've already won, but when it's this late, I need to just go and check the stream. I mean, to fair Trax, I won't check yours because, yeah, because you are. But yeah. Who else? Let's give some more stash crystals away while we're here. Who else have we got? Hamburger. we're going to give you some stash crystals as well, but please, when you message me on Discord, remind me you got some stash crystals as well. Who else? Trash Panda will give you some stash crystals as well. Remind me, hit me up on Discord. Who else? Let's pick someone else. Let's scroll. And let's go. Who else have we got? And Darklands as well. Hit me up after the stream and we'll give you some Sunstreaker Wozza stash crystals. Highly classified just got in there as well. So cool, guys. Bartos, what's in the stash? Spark. So Spark, Combat Spark, Combiner Spark, or Prems, I think are in it. One of those. But the Prems could be anything between 1 and 10. So literally, listen, I've had people get like 1,000 Spark and go like, alright, cheers, well, I have 1,000 Spark. I've literally had people open a 4-star bot out of the Prems and get the missing Combiner piece. I have, honestly. And they're like, wow, I can't believe I just pulled, say, I don't know, the missing bot for Ruination that I've needed for the last 6 months to complete Ruination. Wow. So, but I love that. I love the fact that you could get something like that out of these stash crystals. That's the dream. You know, but obviously I have no control over that. It's totally random, but that's the chance you take. Some people get something amazing. Some people don't. I've had people get G1 cores from dupes that they've been missing. And hey, it's a chance, innit? It's a chance just for joining my stream, you know, taking part in the stream, you know, and me sort of saying thank you for spending your time with me and supporting me. So, you know, if I can give you something back, then brilliant, you know. But yeah, if you've won a stash crystal or you've won anything tonight, please remind me on Discord so I can forward your details over to Dale. Please, please, please. There's sometimes that people win things and they don't even get what they've won because they haven't hit me up on Discord. You know, you've got to think that I do this quite a bit, guys, giving things away and things like that, and I can't keep track of every single person. And you've got to think that I can't keep going back to my stream and going find that person and find them on Discord. It's unrealistic. You've got to hit me up on Discord just saying, hey, Wozza, I won on the stream. The sooner the better. If you hit me up by today and tomorrow, I can go, oh yeah, I know you won yesterday. I'll just forward it to Dale. If it's in like a week's time, I can't remember. I've got to go back and go like, well, did they win? I don't remember last week. I need to go and check the stream. It just takes a bit longer to make sure. So, you know, just hit me up on Discord after the stream. As soon as the stream finishes, find me on Discord. I'm not hard to find. There's not many Sunstreaker Wozzas on Discord. Hit me up on Discord and just go, hey, Wozza, I won. Whatever. My name is... I mean, if you've won off me before, you don't need to. But if you haven't won before, I would like a little screenshot of you in the stream so I can sort of see your name, just as proof that I know it's you, basically. So I know that someone's not taking your prize. But obviously, if you've had something off me before, then chances are they've already done that back in the day, whatever. And I taught you outside the game, so I already know you, so it's fine. But please, please, please hit me up after the stream. Bloodleaf Gaming joined us from Argentina. I mean, it is just the end of the stream, I'm not gonna lie, but it is good to have you in the stream, guys. Thanks for joining. Yeah, it was Voodoo Kickback. It was Voodoo Kickback the other week. Yeah, you gave me 4-star Garvatronus from those crystals. Yeah, there's been a few people like that over the years. You know, it does happen. You know, unlikely, but it does. Darklands, can you push Dale to get base trials to not impact combiners? Yeah, we've already asked this question. It's not going to happen. Sadly, they said it's something to do with the game. They just can't do it. So, yeah. Sour and Spider God, have you noticed that OS Guardians blessed his buggy? I've seen him sort of bounce up and down when he's doing whatever. It is bugged, but they do know about it, I think. So, yeah. And Candyman, any Cyclonus updates? Someone hasn't paid attention. I literally said that for you. It was aimed at you, honestly. No, there's no updates on Cyclonus and Powerglide. I think they're waiting for the new testers to come in. Zoe, I created a Discord, but it's not letting me join your Discord. It won't let anyone join my Discord that is new to my Discord, new to Discord. It's a way to stop spam bots. But even if you find me in private message, find me. And just private message me. That's the best way. Because obviously I need to communicate you privately. I don't want to get your details out to everyone in the chat and like that. Sing that. Candyman, sorry, was on the job. Alright. On the job or on the John? Zoe, if you run the Transformers Earth Wars Discord server, you will find me on there. I would recommend you join that anyway. Honestly, it's a really good source of information. It's good if you're stuck and you need some questions answering. There's a new players chat in there. I'm regular in there, just sort of looking around, having a laugh and a joke, and helping people there or thereabouts. So you can definitely find me somewhere. Just put the effort into find me, and you will definitely find me. Trust me, there are not many Sunstreaker Wozzas around. Cool. But that is it for today's stream, guys. So really appreciate everyone for tuning in. Don't forget, we stream at the same time, roughly every Thursday, give or take. I think the 3 time Central Time is going to be the new time. I just found that the 3 p.m. time is a bit of a struggle for me to get back and do some last minute testing, because sometimes some last things were changed and I was really struggling, because I've literally got like half an hour from getting in the house to starting my stream, and by the time I set my stream up, basically just give you a bit more time to make sure the stream is prepped. So yeah, 3:30 p.m, half an hour later than it used to be, Central Time. That will change when the clocks change, don't forget, because UK time, I know it's a bit of a nightmare, I know, because what happens is all of a sudden my stream's an hour either way and people start missing the stream. But I will try and give you all a heads up as to when that is in my community tab. But ultimately, guys, if you never want to miss another stream, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, put the notifications on, and every time I go live or post a video, I post usually 3 videos per week. You will get notifications of that, and obviously you can go and watch that content at your leisure. If you don't get a chance to see the streams, I cut the stream out into videos people to watch at their leisure, rather than watching an hour and a half of me just waffling. And if you want to, obviously, if you want to support me, you can become a member. I create member videos out the stream and post them regularly, so if you do miss the stream, you can just go straight to those members videos and watch them whenever you like. If I do any exclusives, it's for my members. I do giveaways for my members exclusively. We did that literally with the 5-star shards the other week and stuff like that. So, you know, it is good being a member. You do get some really good exclusive perks. So consider becoming a member. Obviously, it supports the channel as well and keeps it sort of running. So, big thank you to everyone that's tuned in. It's been a really good celebration. I really enjoyed giving loads of goodies away this week. It's been really cool. So please, please, please hit me up on Discord after the stream so I can get you your codes, your shards, your cyber passes, and just let me know what you want in the stream and I can get it organized. Please don't do without these rewards because you don't message me. Please. Cool. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate everyone for joining. See you next week, and peace out, everyone.